Subject is character and layout design concepts, and our course description is understand fundamental requisites of character design, analyze anthropomorphic character traits for successful design, constructing layout designs and BG background designs, and course outcomes are on successful completion of the module. Students will be able to discover the significance of background and character in media, price the possible strategies in designing background and character for preferred media, analyze the significance of background and character in cinematography, design the layout for visual expression for a preferred genre. Okay, so today I'm showing you one fact character and one theme character in the software, from basic line, then shapes, then coloring. Okay, so let's start. Character design basic steps. First, these are the basic steps in character design. Research. First is research. As part of your research, seek out pictures and references that will help you figure out how your character will look based on the characteristics you have compiled. Second thing is sketching. A sketch is a rough version of your design. When you sketch a rough drawing, you can produce whatever you imagine without being concerned about the final look of your lines. Making a rough version of your character helps you build a solid shape base and come up with new design ideas. You should probably sketch many different designs and variations. You can easily go up to 80 sketches before getting your final character. Then construction. The construction is the very basis of your character. It will ensure that the proportions and the shape are strong. Then after construction, tracing. Once you have sketched a rough version of your design, the next step is to trace it. Tracing lets you determine the final look and line style of your drawing, as well as refine its features. Then character proportions. When designing a character, make sure that you keep the following concepts in mind. Consider the nature of your character and think about how his or her characteristics will be made visible in their shape. Think about outstanding characters in animation and how their physical form, Popeye's big forearms, Superman's big chest and strong jaw, played a role in the development of their character. The character's size is usually recorded in units of heads. Use guidelines to keep the character in proportion. Means 8 head character or 3 head character or 4 head character. A standard character is should be 6 head high. A short or cartoony character is often 3 heads high due to a short body or very large head. Be mindful of using proportion correctly. You can bend rules of proportion only when you understand the basics of proportion correctly. Then character model sheets. Once a character is designed, model sheets are created for it. The character construction sheet will serve as your guide and your team's guide in the event you are working with other animators. Character model sheets are the authenticative reference for a character. They show the character from all angles in a variety of poses and with a bunch of different expressions like happy, sad, surprised, shy, etc. These expressions reveal a lot about your character's personality. Then one more sheet, relative size of characters. This sheet you have to create like model sheet. A production can contain many characters and properties. It is not unusual for these to be created by different people. If there is no size control implemented, the characters and elements created by different artists can vary greatly. When this occurs, the characters that are placed together in a scene will be out of proportion. The animator or person doing the scene setup will then have to scale them to the correct size. Once your characters, accessories and properties are designed, a lineup is created so everyone on the team is aware of the difference in size between the various characters and objects. This ensures that the characters and properties stay in proportion from scene to scene, and there is an interesting variety in the size and shape of the various elements in your animation. A lineup consists of copying and pasting all your character designs into the same drawing and then scaling them to the correct proportion in relation to the other characters. This lineup is very important and should be handed to any animator, layout and posing artist or scene setup person working on the project. Then character design preparation. Okay. Character design preparation. How to prepare this? For sketching the character, 3 steps are there. First is sketching the character, then sketching the details, then tracing the character, then deconstructing the character. Like that, many steps are there. So now character design preparation. Beside design research, creating models requires 2 main reference sources, the script and the storyboard. Once you have the script in hand, you can learn about the characters and their personalities, the props, the ambiences and so on. This will be your main reference, so it is very important to read it carefully. The storyboard is the second reference source, and it can be quite useful as well, although it will not yet be the final version of the storyboard. It will show you what the character is doing and what props need to be designed. Why character design matters. Characters are more than just simply a person of visual representation. They are the driving force behind connecting gaming audiences to game stories. A good character can help a player enjoy the game they are playing, but a great character can make a player fall in love with that game. So it's crucial for game designers to put resources into first learning the basics of character design and the thought process behind creating a classic lovable character before moving on to creating concept art and then finalizing character art for 2D or 3D creation. Defining a character. When it comes to designing a character, these questions help creators think about who their character is and what personality their character will take on prior to drawing out a design. Where is the character from? A great place to start when designing a character is to think about what era or location the character is from. This is an important step because it sets the stage for the eventual environment and backdrop the character will travels. For example, a full armored knight would fit a Renaissance castle, and a suited up space marine would fit a futuristic space war. Think about the time period to the 1980s style of clothing and personality is vastly different than what took place in the 1920s. What's the character's name and what do they look like? Once a time period and location have been chosen, it's time to create some baseline. This list below provides a starting point, but anyone who has ever played a role-playing tabletop game can think of the different steps they might what's the character's redeeming characteristic. Every character has a redeeming characteristic about them. A trait that is good and positive. It could be that the character is kind, passionate, charming, loyal, patient, or anything else that could be thought of as a plus. What's the character's fundamental flaw? All that said, every well-written character also has a fundamental flaw, something about them that is not so good, or even detrimental, something that they will struggle with throughout their story. This is sometimes the main struggle that the character is trying to learn from or overcome on their quest, and can be anything from a personality that is rude or mean-spirited to develop insecurities, impulsive stealing, etc. What's the character's motivation? The last thing to think about is the character's motivation. Why are they here? What journey are they wanting to go on, and why? Maybe it's a star-crossed lover who is traveling the world to save their partner, or a knight who must slay the demon dragon to save their hometown. Perhaps it's a space explorer who is trying to discover the next planet suitable for human life. Basically, why is your character in this game? Bringing a character to life. After forming the character backstory, it's time to move on to forming the actual character. From anatomy to common physical poses, there are few different considerations at this point in the character design process. First is anatomy. It may sound like a given, but fully understanding human anatomy is a must for anyone wanting to create an accurate 3D model. This is of course assuming the main character is human. For those using animals or other objects as characters, the same care should be exercised. Basic anatomy points to become familiar with include basic bone structure, as there are over 200 bones in the human body. Character designers should be familiar with the main pieces including head, forehead, eyes, nose, ears, lips, mouth and jaw, torso, ribcage, hips and soft stable area of stomach, etc. Arms, shoulders, upper arm, elbow and lower arm. Hands, wrist bone, palm, fingers and thumb. Legs, upper leg, knee and lower leg. Feet, heel, midfoot and toes. Poses. When practicing drawing a character, designers may want to explore different physical poses their character might find themselves in. Trying out different facial expressions, action shots, fighting stances, etc. is a great way to explore and define who the character is and how they carry themselves. Check out Draw With drawing poses is all about breaking the drawing down into basic shapes. Think of it as deconstructing those anatomical landmarks that were covered earlier. Drawing the character. As with anything, there is more than one way to succeed, but here are a few steps a designer can follow when beginning to draw their character. Break down the drawing into simple shapes and lines. For example, using a sphere for the chest, cube for the hips, sphere for the head and triangle for the chin, lines for each limb, triangles for feet and lines for each finger. Step 2, add in the anatomy. Next, it's time to create body landmarks into your sketch. This step builds on the previous sketch layer but still stays rough and explorative. Fill in the details of your character. Now is the time to add in the details of who the character is and explore the features within creative designs. Designing the character. When it comes to designing the characters, look, it's important to know who they are and how the audience should feel about them. Traits. With traits, it's useful for designers to write out 3 to 5 words that summarize what attributes they want the audience to feel when they look at the character. Showcasing traits. Now it's time to think about and find ways of expressing who the character is through their visuals. Eyes. The saying goes that eyes are the gateway to the soul, and even how a person's eyes are shaped can say a lot about them. A furrowed brow alludes to an angry soul, while strong laugh lines mirror a happy spirit. Eyebrow shapes can easily tell something special about the character. Jawline. Strong jawlines could tell the audience that character is bold, tough and confident. Meanwhile, softer jawlines emote feelings of youth and kindness. Nose shape. There are many different styles of noses for characters. A hooked or a crooked nose showcases mysterious past or perhaps nefarious schemer. Small button noses are good for cute, young and innocent characters. Strong angular noses are great for confident or tough characters. Ears can describe certain mystical characters like elves or ox, but they can also be adorned with jewelry that will speak about the person. Someone with elegant traditional earrings may come from royalty. Stark metalwork earrings, on the other hand, could be used for harsher, more misunderstood characters. Okay, shape theory. There are 3 basic shapes that can be used to draw characters: circles, squares and triangles. Each shape means something to the subconscious mind. This shape language ties through the entire character, from the basic body shapes to details like shapes of their eyes and ears. Circles. Circles can be used for characters that have any of these words: soft, sweet, kind, gentle, open, approachable, honest, caring, young, naive, unsure, worldly, nature driven, etc. Squares. Squares can be used for characters that have any of these words: strong, confident, trustworthy, cocky, brash, action oriented, driven, committed, arrogant, dependable, even tempered, etc. Triangles. Triangle shapes can be used for evil characters but also use it for speedy, calculating, cunning, hot-headed, rough, like, stealthy, emotional, loving, quick thinker, slick, elegant, etc. At this point, character designers have a reference library, have learned the basics of design theory and studied the basics of sculpting, which means it's time to think about creating the character's concept art. That also means design isn't far from finalization and making its way to Autodesk Maya, the industry standard for creating TV shows, games, movies and more. Not only can Maya create cute and stylized characters, but it's being used for more photorealistic character types as well. Maya's unique modeling pipeline allows artists to create whatever visual they can think of. Okay, then I am explaining you how to draw fat character and thin character. Fat characters should because they are fat, they are looking small, but and thin characters are looking having height. So but if we see them in reference chart, then we get to know that they are having height or not. So reference chart is important in this context. So in a simple way, I colored this. I am more into line work, so I am showing lines, thick thin lines in my character design, and so I hope you understood. Thank you very much.